Hello, I'm Kevin Tarpey, and this is散歩日和. Most of the walks I've featured in this column have been long, linear walks, but last month I was in the mood for something different. I like walking for the sake of walking, whether it's a day-long loop hike in the mountains or a short, leisurely stroll in the park. Traveling on foot encourages me to be more observant and notice things around me. So last month, I wanted to go on an unhurried walk where I could wander around to wherever my curiosity took me, similar to the unfeathered rambles of an inquisitive kid. I knew just the place for such a walk, Tatami-ga-ura in Hamada. Entering the long man-made tunnel that leads to Tatami-ga-ura, waves could be heard crashing in the sea cave ahead. Scant sunlight shines into the cavern, lending a mysterious atmosphere to the altar to Kannon and the statues of Jizo that line the walls. Continuing further, I exited the tunnel, and a vast rocky expanse spread before me. It is predominantly flat, with a pattern of cracks across its surface that resemble tatami, hence the name of the place. A scattering of round, stool-shaped stones called nodules jut out from the surface, the hardened remains of compacted fossils. The otherworldly landscape is a result of an earthquake in 1872 that raised the seabed out of the water. The layer revealed by this violent upheaval is filled with geological oddities, ancient fossils, and marine life, so it is an ideal place for a slow, meandering walk. I marveled at the nodules and other funky rock shapes, many of which were unlike anything I've seen anywhere else. One hole-covered boulder brought to mind Swiss cheese, while a large formation known as Horseback Cliff looked more like a submarine to me. I wandered hither and thither in search of shellfish fossils, looking like the nearby wagtails scampering around for bugs. The sheer abundance of fossils embedded in the rock was astonishing. Walking along the rock fissures, I noticed many sea urchins and anemones in the shallow water. A good deal of man-made debris litters the beach as well, the flotsam and jetsam that have washed up over the years from heavy waves. I spotted plenty of buoys, bottles, and even some items from overseas, and it reminded me of my childhood when I would go beachcombing along the shores of Boston. While wandering around, I kept an eye out for heart-shaped Nomuda shells. I was told by someone that if you find 3 of them, you will find happiness. However, according to another source, you only need to find 1. It doesn't matter, because I didn't find any. I capped off my visit to Tatami-ga-ura by watching the sunset over the slate-colored sea. The horizon was aglow with soft hues of orange, reminiscent of some of the skies in the ukiyo-e of Hiroshige. Despite not finding any Nomura shells, I was still quite happy with the time I spent at Tatami-ga-ura. It's not finding the shells themselves, but the slow ramble along the beach, walking for the sake of walking. That's the true joy.